Um, that property is immediately adjacent to the existing Port Westward site. And that site has a dock that can take Panamax ships. There's all the transportation infrastructure there that is needed to ship goods out that would help the economy of not only Columbia County and the region, but the state of Oregon. There's no doubt that that's high-value farmland. We have a lot of high-value farmland in this county, and it doesn't negate the fact that that farmland is not high value. However, I feel in my own mind that it has a higher value, and that is the value of being used by the port in order to create high-paying jobs and all of those things that help boost our economy in this state. That all said, the development out there will require safeguards. We have a number of conditions that our staff has proposed. Those conditions have been upgraded and updated as the process has gone on. One of the things that has been discussed has been the access to the dock facility, and the fact that the dock facility is under the PGE lease. I am convinced that there is all the documentation is in place to allow access to that dock, and in fact I feel actually more comfortable with the fact that PG will have a say in that whole process, because it's one more safeguard to the type of industry that could be sited out there by the port. We've seen documentation that's very, very recent from ODOT. In fact, I'll read a statement that says from Ken Schonkweiler, who's one of the road engineers from ODOT, that the proposed land use change would not cause a significant effect on the surrounding transportation system. It's been studied. It's of course part of the conditions that a development out there is going to require everybody to meet those conditions, and transportation in, out, and around all of that facility is part of those conditions that a future developer would have to comply with. The port was clearly, their initial application was remanded back. They've revised that initial application to address the deficiencies. I feel like they have done that to my satisfaction individually. We've read through these documents over and over again. We've read all of the correspondence that has come from people in support and people in opposition, of which there is a lot. There's no doubt about that. But we have to move into the future as far as what's the best use of that land. We already see in last week's paper that PG is proposing a new hybrid plant out there. We anticipate that down the road they're going to want to build another full power plant out there. We also see the disturbing news that we're losing Armstrong World Industries in the middle of next year. What it is the process that we have to do is always be looking for future opportunities, because their businesses do come and go. And we want to be on the forefront of providing the ability for good, solid businesses to site in Columbia County. I just want to close with a statement that's made on page 21 of 23 in our staff report, and that's that any proposed uses in this new industrial zone will need to be compatible with both adjoining uses, ag and industrial. And I think that the county's intent, if the rezoning occurs and it goes through, is to always make sure in the permitting process that the cohabitation of new industry or new uses out there do in fact accommodate all of those existing uses.